Good morning, my dear students. How are you? I think you are very well and enjoying all the classes taken here. And it's a winter season, so you are enjoying the beauty of the winter season very much, and hope that you have overcome the stress or tense situation of the pandemic COVID-19. And in this pandemic situation, you are studying also well, and especially you are doing well in your English and enjoying all the classes taken by the faculties of English department. Anyway, today I am going to talk about an important topic of English, second paper of class 12, and maybe it's a very common or known topic, but I like to talk about in different way. And these techniques, the system that I will show today about this very topic will be very helpful, I think so. And before going to tell you, going to talk about this very topic, I would like to ask you two questions. I am writing here two words, and you have to study these words, and you will identify what I am going to talk about today. I think all of you are familiar with these words. Look at this word. You know this word, popular. Okay. And also you know this word, understand. So popular and understand are two very common words. And also you know popular, unpopular, and you also know understand, misunderstand. Okay. So popular, unpopular, understand, misunderstand. What is the relationship between these two words? Popular and unpopular, understand and misunderstand. Can you gauge the relationship between these two pairs of words? That is popular, unpopular, and understand and misunderstand. Okay, maybe many of you have understood the relationship between these two words, popular and unpopular, understand and misunderstand. Okay, I am writing on another pair of words, and that is independent and free. Look at these pair of words, independent and free. Can you understand the relationship between these pair of words? That is these two words, free and independent. Okay, I am writing one more pair of words. Okay, look at this pair of words, that is these two words. One pair, this is one pair, that is another pair, this is one pair, and this is another pair. So we see here 8 words. And among these pairs of words, there are two kinds of relationship. Can you guess this relationship? If we say popular and unpopular, what kind of relationship we say? In this pair of words, now you may understand that there is an opposite relationship. That is, popular, unpopular has the complete opposite meaning of popular, and misunderstand has opposite meaning of understand, and free has another, independent has another kind of relationship with free, possible has the same kind of relationship with probable. So what is independent is also free. That is, independent and free has same meaning, possible and probable has the same meaning. So now can you understand what we are going to talk about today? Definitely you have got the point, I see. That is, today we are going to talk about writing synonyms and antonyms. It's in your class 12, I means there are 5 marks for writing synonyms and antonyms. And today we are going to talk about synonyms and antonyms. Especially today we will talk about how to write antonyms. Okay. Popular means okay. When we write synonyms or antonyms of words, that is, first try to understand synonyms. We know the meaning of synonyms. That is, if two words have the same meaning, we can call the two words synonyms of each other. If two words have opposite meanings, then we can call these two words antonyms of each other. Anyway, so this is the meanings of synonyms and antonyms are very common to you. But in writing synonyms and antonyms, there are some rules and regulations. You have to be careful of this. For example, look at this word, popular. When you write the antonym of this word, you have to first identify the category of the word. That is, class of the word, part of speech we call this. Popular, it's an adjective. So if you want to write the antonym of the word popular, you have to write the antonym in the same form. That is, if the given word is an adjective, the antonym should be also an adjective. That's how you write popular, adjective, unpopular, also an adjective. When look at this word, understand, this is a verb. If you want to write the antonym, of the word, understand, you have to also write the the antonym also should be in verb form. Because understand is a verb, the antonym should be also a verb. This rule is applicable for writing synonym as well. Look at this word, independent. Independent, we know the meaning of independent, and independent is an adjective, and the word free is also an adjective. Possible is an adjective, and the synonym of possible is probable. Probable is also an adjective. So this is a fundamental rule. When you write synonyms and antonyms, maintain the same part of speech. That is, same class of word, same category of words should be used in writing synonyms and antonyms. One very important thing I have mentioned. Okay, now I'd like to give my focus upon writing antonyms, because another important rule of writing synonyms and antonyms is that when you write synonyms and antonyms, you have to write single word. You can write meanings in different, in a phrase of words or in a sentence even. You can give examples in a sentence. But when you write synonyms or antonyms, and synonym of a single word should be a single word. Antonym of a single word should be a single word. That is, when we write synonyms and antonyms, we should write single word. For example, I mentioned popular, one word, and antonym is unpopular, one word. If you write believe, your antonym is if you write believe, your antonym is disbelieve. Or if you write regular, your antonym is irregular. So if you write the meanings, it would not be correct. You have to give a single word for an antonym or for a synonym. If you write independence, the synonym would be freedom. Single word, freedom. Anyway, now we are going to talk how to write antonyms. You can write antonyms in 3 ways. Number one, the most popular and most effective rule or effective way of forming antonym of a word is to add prefix. By adding a prefix with the word, you can develop an antonym of the given word. For example, regular. This is a word, and you want to develop the antonym of the word regular. What would be the antonym of the word? Just add a prefix ir plus regular. It would be irregular so regular, ir plus regular, irregular. Now the question is, what is a prefix? Many students may ask, we don't understand a prefix. We have to add a prefix, but what is a prefix? That is important. In Bangla, prefix is called in Bangla upasargo, you know. So in English, like Bangla upasargo, in English there are some prefixes. That very prefixes will help you develop your antonyms. Now the question is, what is prefix and what are the common prefix used for developing antonyms? Ir, look at the prefix ir, ir. If we write only ir, it has no meaning. But if we add the prefix ir with regular, it becomes meaningful. It means prefixes are some cluster of letters, sometimes some groups of letters which have no meanings of themselves. That is ir, im, an. Ir has no meaning, im has no meaning, real meaning, an has no real meaning in this sense, because we know there is no word like ir, there is no word like im, there is no word like an. So they cannot perform like other words. But when these prefixes are added with other words, they can change the meaning. So here lies the importance of prefixes. Even in Bangla, in upasargo, they themselves cannot themselves have no meaning. But when upasargo are added with other words, they changes the meaning of these words. So like upasargo in English, prefixes they have no meanings of their own. But when they are added with other words, meaningful words, they getting added with the words, they change the meaning of the original words. For example, perfect. If I write perfect, you know the meaning. But im has no meaning. But if I add im plus perfect, it becomes imperfect. And imperfect is different, opposite meaning of perfect. So perfect has one meaning, imperfect has the opposite meaning. Who has created the opposite meaning? Im. Because when im is added with perfect, it becomes the antonym of the word perfect and it becomes imperfect. So here lies the importance of prefix. So what are the common prefixes that are used for developing antonyms? Today we are going to learn this. The common prefixes that are often used developing antonyms are these. Look at these. These, il, an, mis. Oh. Oh, so look at these prefixes. These has no meaning in normal meaning like other normal words. Il has no meaning like other words, im, ir, an, mis. These are the common prefixes that are used for developing, for writing antonyms. So please please share with me these, il, im, ir, an, mis. All these prefixes are added for making antonyms. I am giving some examples how these prefixes create antonyms. Look at this word trust. Trust. If I add the prefix this plus I write trust, it becomes distrust. Distrust is the opposite of trust. So this creates antonym. Look at this word il. The word is prefix is il. The main word is logical. And now il creates the antonym of logical, illogical. Look at the, I have already mentioned im, perfect. Im creates the antonym of perfect is imperfect. And look at this word in. Can you write an antonym with the prefix in? Look at the word efficient. With the prefix we can write inefficient. So in also creates an antonym, im creates antonym, il creates antonym, trust create antonym. And look at the word ir. Sorry, look at the prefix ir. Can you develop that is an antonym adding the prefix ir? I have already mentioned on. This is regular. Regular becomes irregular. Okay. Now one more, an. Look at this. An. Look at this. Avoidable. Can you create the antonym of the word avoidable with the prefix "an"? Okay, it's possible. If we write unavoidable, so avoidable becomes unavoidable, the antonym of avoidable with the prefix "an". Okay, then there is, and we also can, with "an" we can write welcome, unwelcome. Now, my dear students, you have understood that how prefixes create antonyms of words. What are the common prefixes that are used for writing antonyms? They are dis, il, im, id, and mis. And I have mentioned that prefixes are used for writing antonyms. Do you think that suffixes are also used for developing antonyms? Yes. In most of the cases, suffixes are used for changing parts of speech, but in some cases, suffixes can also be used for developing antonyms. Suffixes can be used for developing antonyms, and how suffixes can be used for developing antonyms, we will talk about all these things next day, and also we will talk about some spelling rules. When we add prefixes for writing antonyms or other things, we should maintain some rules in case of spelling as well as punctuation marks. For example, when we use some prefixes, we need to add hyphen between the prefix and the main word. And also, we have to be careful writing the maintaining spelling correction, because when we add prefixes, sometimes it seems that we should change the spelling. No, prefix and main word should be kept intact. There will be no change in spelling. All these rules and regulations I'll talk about next day, and also I'll talk how suffixes create antonyms next day. Thank you very much. Hope to meet you again.